How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more Historic Brawl. Now today, March of the Machines released, forgot the name, and I built a couple of decks, fooled around a bit, and I'm just getting around to preparing for recording, and that means that it's going to be a little bit late, but luckily I do have some awareness of YouTube Studio navigation, and most people don't watch it when it comes out at midnight anyway, so it'll be fine. That's a little late. It'll be fine. We're starting off with Almath, Locus of All. He's Phyrexian. He is slightly worse than he was before, but we still like him. I want a white land, and I guess I'll take green because those seem like the colors we want. And next turn we should... oh wait, no, red was the right answer. Never mind. Did not think that through. I do have blue, blue, white though, so that's something. I guess we just repeat step 3 over again. Get our black source and a red source. Go from there. We're up to 7 lands on turn 4. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I approve. Our opponent is now also on 7 lands on turn 4. Yeah, Historic Brawl got really wild today. I think we're gonna get back our Cultivate. Some of their lands are creatures now, right? So they don't really have as much mana as us. Dalian the Gitrog monster. I even missed the commander. That's crazy, man. This is not a card I've opened yet, but I did read it when it was spoiled. So whenever it attacks, sacrifice a creature or land, draw a card. You may play additional lands. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter tapped. All good things. A little bit of hate for us, which is kind of sad, but yeah, what can you do? I'm gonna get another red source, another black source, and then we'll have Ruinous Ultimatum up. You'll have to see it. Reveal. I guess we only add in the color combination that it is, which I guess is fine actually, because Grixis. Wow, why do you say non-land, bro? I guess that's the best way to do it, but come on, man, that hurt me a bunch. I need to kill that Ashaya. Kill the Ashaya. Dryad's Revival, the Ruinous Ultimatum. And go from there. I kind of just jumped the gun and it didn't work out for me. Yeah, that's rough, bro. That's rough. So we block here, we block here. We die? Right. Never mind. Yeah, no, the March of the Machines, particularly the Legends of the Multiverses edition, added a lot of spice to Historic Brawl. I'm very excited to be playing with new things. I built 4 or 5 decks. all around new things, and I'm very excited to see what the format is going to look like in 2, 3, 4 weeks time. Like, I'm hoping it doesn't get solved too quickly, but at the same time, I'm also hoping that some of the new commanders kind of like push in to get little slivers of their own space in the format, because one of the most unfun parts of Historic Brawl as a format is when a new powerful commander comes out and that new powerful commander makes such a splash in the format that there isn't as much deck diversity, right? Like Jodah was a commander that came down and took up a large portion reveal. Yeah, never mind. Well, we got a victory. A very early scoop victory, but a victory nonetheless. Jodah did that. Rusko, the Tinkerer Clockmaker man, he did that to a degree. Way back in the day, Golos did that. And after that, like, Coxrill did it for a bit. Generally, Atraxa. Atraxa has also done that. But this is the new Atraxa, which I hope is slightly better for the format. It's hard to say offhand, really. Beginning of your end step or proliferate. She's the most popular commander in actual commander, right? Which means, like, she has staying power. But it's a question of whether or not she's balanced enough for one. I think I'm gonna Growth Spiral at the end of their turn. That seems like the highest EV play. Go on, opponent. Resolve. I wanted to play like a 3-color Matters deck, which creature land didn't fully work out for me, because I had to add some mono-colored spells because Immersion Ultimatum exists, and I had to add some 2-color spells because I wanted to at least try out a few of the new battles in the first new Historic Brawl deck that we put up for the format. You see, that's rough, man. Guess we make the treasure token? Yeah, what are we pitching? Tulane, I guess? He's not a bad card, but paying 5 mana into a Atraxa doesn't sound preferable. We have our own Atraxa. We have Big Atraxa, which is decent. Probably too good as a commander, honestly, but I haven't actually. She can grab battles too, so she might be doing something interesting now. Okay, I think we can play our commander now. We are going to pay life for him too. So if he survives to traverse the Outlands, completely fixes our game plan. Doesn't look like he's going to, though. Unfortunate. These things happen. So what's our next plan? our spells are really expensive because if you want to play 3-color spells, that's just kind of how it works, right? Like, I didn't realize that when it says 3 or more mana colored symbols, they could be mana symbols of different colors, or of the same color, right? So what we learned from revealing Casualties of War off the top is that even though it was a Golgari card, it had 4 symbols, right? So you don't do anything, do you? Yeah, you don't do anything. So let's just search up a card. Land for next turn. And we can get down to Traxa, which is rough. We're not really working towards any of our ultimatums either. We have a single green, which is bad for this guy. It's also bad for this guy. Although we have 1 black, yeah, that's also bad. Black and green is what we really need to get to our ultimatums. We have the blue, and we don't really have the white. That's unfortunate. Let's play Atraxa Grand Unifier. First Atraxa of the game, too. Regrowth. That's a hard choice. We'll leave that one for last. Dryad creature. So we want the green, but we could also get the white. So let's look. We have 2 green, which is necessary for this. We have 2 black, and then we need 2 white. So the white one sounds good there, but then this one needs 2 blue. I guess we just get the dual land, right? It has the most EV. I feel like that was a mistake. I probably should have just got the white card. You can go, you can go, you can go. Permanents to the bin. That's what we want to see. So if they attack into us recklessly, we're still okay. But Kodeki has shown a competency in deck building that we ourselves sometimes lack, so I do not expect him to just throw the game at us. He might. He's paused. I don't know what is going on in his head. If he swings, we still survive. Atraxa the Grand Unifier must be answered before we're killed. I don't know how I feel about the new Praetors. They feel a bit like a player designed card, honestly. Like, Wizards has been doing this recently. They've been putting out cards that you can scroll through. Like, if you just scroll through them on Reddit, you would think to yourself, somebody just put this card together. It's not a real card. Yeah, so we're gonna get a Eerie Ultimatum, I guess. But it's not... I don't think I built the deck good enough to actually to actually do anything about this. Yeah, our choices are bad. So, what's the best we can do with the worst of our choices? We have a farewell, which is nice. That could kill us. So I guess we go Titania's Command? I get to cast 2 of them. If I had a second Wrath in the deck that was mono-colored, we would be fine. But that did not happen. I even crafted the new mono black. Okay. So we're going to make 2 bears and then exile target player's graveyard. Ours would be better, but we did the order wrong too. Nice, we drew into some removal. Okay. Okay. I guess we go for the white and the black. We are dead. I think. If we're not dead, we're happy. But I think we're dead. It's a good step. Good step towards us not being dead. The problem is this guy. So we have to jump block him, which means we take 2 damage, 4 damage, plus 7. Like we die on swing. GG Massacre Worm, you were a good boy. You were a good boy. We'll be building another Omnath deck, I think. This is just initial creative liberties. And while I admit, they're probably not the strongest liberties, you know, they're my liberties. I am semi-proud of them. I've seen the deck do some cool things. Like I said, I've played a lot today, just because it's very exciting to see new commanders around doing things. I think that's part of the draw of a commander format in general. A Ramos, love to see him, love to see him. He's in the deck because I kind of thought it would be hard to cast all of these multicolored spells, and I thought he could help with that. Against a Vorinclex deck. Which is just the roughest thing I don't want to be involved with. So for 8 mana, you can exile it, return it as a saga, mill 10 cards, put 2 creatures milled onto the battlefield. 7+1/+1 creature counters on creatures you control, and then until the end of turn, creatures gain pay 1, fight. Which, I'm not sure I'm fond of. We can't hold up Voidrend next turn, so I guess we just land search to smooth out our curve a bit. We like red sources so that we can creation. We also want another blue source. But I think I'm going to get a red source here because the Rafine's Tower does it. It does intertapped, so we're a little bit slower than I'd like to be, but you know, what can you do? Our opponent is Spacey62 has also agreed to a bit of a slowdown. I think we just keep up the roll. we get the things we need for our ultimatum. We don't need another black source, so we can pitch you. It'd be nicer if we found one of our land searches, because then we could just search up the world tree and we wouldn't have to worry about colors, which is something that the deck can and should do. They're gonna cast it. That's rude, man. Nissa. We're gonna spend our turn killing Nissa, which is a shame. Although our turn 5 really... There's not really a lot better that we could be doing with our turn 5. I've seen Return to Nature in so many matchups, and I'm always flabbergasted by it because it's just such an odd card to add. Like, exile artifact, like, it has flexibility, right? Like, it's nice that it has flexibility. I don't know, maybe it just gets me too much, and that's why I'm tilted every time I see it, but I don't think it's good enough to do the thing, you know? I feel like there are better things to do the thing. And for some reason, those things never show up. Ramos, Dragon Engine has arrived. I really need a Ruinous Ultimatum. They didn't mill many creatures. They milled the Burnished Heart, though. Are we gonna see Swole Heart? I would be down for Swole Heart. Well... another Vorinclex in the bin. That's what you love to see. So we have red, red. We have white, white. We just need blue, blue, which is a bit of a problem. Because we have this green and this black source that kind of disrupt things. How do you work? We will pay life for this. Target player gains 5 life. 5 damage to that. And I will draw a couple of cards. It's sad, though, that these cards are going to go away. But Ramos is broken. So... so let's flip that. We will lose our entire hand this turn. Please stop, Ramos. Please stop. Yeah, no, we just end it here. Elemental Land, 4/4 with haste. I love to see it, love to see it. Although giving it haste doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? I guess it does if you want to tap it for mana, right? Like for your post-combat main phase. But it would be hard to get it to be able to attack. Unless you remove counters some other way. It's basically Explosive Vegetation, which is already... It's been power crept out a bit, but it's a decent card in and of itself, in that you can get a 4/4 by throwing away 3 damage. I kind of like it. Yeah, next turn we're gonna do bad things, opponent. You should probably get rid of Ramos because he's turned our mediocre 3-color shell into a problematic threat. But to fight him down, they'd have to lose their Ashaya, right? So they probably don't want to do that. You could wait until their second main phase and put the counter on Ashaya and then fight him down, which is a suggestion I feel regret thinking about. Okay, well that's better. You could look up some lands. We do have an obscene amount of mana. We probably have 10 mana worth of lands, and then just... rude. Yeah, they're just gonna fight down my board. Okay. So it is Song of Creation all the way. It's a bit rough, but I think we can do okay. I think we start with Uro. We just get rid of some lands. Actually, we probably get rid of instants and sorceries. Now that I think about it, because, well, we can keep some. We'll do a split. We actually don't want to take anything from this because we can take a land. Well, that is depressing. Our Raffine gets 8 and we drew the one card we didn't want to draw. Like, Atrax is still good. I don't know if she's good enough, though. Yeah, that's GG. Well, thank you guys so much for watching my first foray into the new format. Did enjoy, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.